You're a digital marketer and things keep changing every day. Do you fear your skills can become obsolete in the years to come? Well, this is your chance to change that and upgrade your knowledge base. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down 7 skills every marketer must master, or else you're going to get crushed by the competition. Before we dive into the video, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. That way, as I release more content like this, you'll get notified. The first thing that you need to master is media buying. Look, it's not just about Facebook ads and Google ads or even Bing ads these days. Taboola, they provide a huge ROI as long as you learn how to use them right. So if you can learn media buying right, you can do well. Now, media buying is a lot different than just saying, hey, I'm gonna drive Google traffic or Facebook traffic to a page and convert people. What you're gonna have to learn how to do is generate copy that educates people, and then through that education pushes them into your product and service. In other words, you're educating and selling at the same time versus just driving people to a page where you're capturing a lead or you're selling right away. When you're doing media buying, that education part is really important. Like for example, sometimes I'll drive people to a landing page where I'm educating through a webinar, and then within the webinar, I'm selling them on my services. The next thing you need to master is SEO traffic generation. Paid ads are going to become more and more expensive over time. In the last recession, Google didn't have a down year. In other words, when the market crashed, Google was still making more money. You're probably wondering why. Well, if you spend $1 and you make more than $1, such as you're making $2 or $3 or $4, do you think you're going to cut back during recession? No, it's profitable. You're more likely to cut back on things like television ads. So you need to learn how to get organic traffic, because that way, as costs continually rise, you'll be prepared and you can still get that organic traffic. Now, with organic traffic, you'll find that it doesn't convert as well as paid traffic, but that's okay. It still drives a very high ROI due to the fact that you don't have to keep paying per click. If you don't know where to get started with SEO, just go to Ubersuggest, put in your URL. Once it loads, click the site audit report. It'll tell you everything that you need to fix and prioritize it based off of what's going to drive you the most traffic versus the changes that'll make the least impact. After you learn SEO, I want you to learn copywriting and persuasion. As David Ogilvy said, when it comes to copywriting, 80 cents on the dollar is spent on the headline. And he's right. It's all about the headline. There's an interesting fact. 8 out of 10 people will read your headline, but only 2 out of 10 will click through and read the rest of your content. So if you can't persuade people to keep reading and clicking through, you're not going to convert those people into customers. The reason this is important, especially with copywriting, because ads are increasing in cost, you got to add in upsells and downsells. And if you can't persuade people through your copy and through persuasion, you're not going to be making enough revenue on the front end to keep affording the cost of advertising. The next thing you need to learn is channel partnerships or influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is on a rise, and everyone's looking at it and being like, oh, paying people on Instagram doesn't work out that well. Well, yeah, paying the Kardashians to promote your B2B business product isn't going to work well, but having the Kardashians promote your latest line of lipstick, assuming they really do like it and they're using it, probably can work out well. Now, the reason influencer marketing or channel partnerships is important is it's all about finding micro influencers. So if you can find micro influencers or channel partners who have the same exact customer base as you can end up doing really well. And it's a way to leverage someone else's audience without paying Google or Facebook or arm and a leg. In other words, it's a much cheaper solution because you're cutting out the middleman. So it's important. If you do this, you can find that you can generate a lot of revenue. I was once working with a company called Hex Ties. They generated millions of dollars in revenue. Do you know how they got from 0 to millions? It was through influencer marketing on Instagram. They didn't just get big followers or big accounts with millions of followers. They got all the fashion accounts to post about them. That's how they did well. Next, you need to learn about analytics. Sure, there's Google Analytics, but are you using goal tracking? Are you looking at the cohort report, which shows you who's coming back over and over again? Are you looking to see what pages are causing more sessions and repeat usages? So by really drilling into analytics, you'll be able to figure out how to fine-tune your marketing. When you don't drill in, it's kind of hard to optimize your marketing. And analytics will tell you that. That way you don't have to make decisions off your gut and you can make it based off of data. Next, you need to be really good at social media marketing and not just posting on Instagram or Facebook or any of this. It comes down to video and live. If you can go live and you can do more videos, you'll do well. You got to test different strategies, but on social media, that's what's working really well. You don't need studio quality production like I have. You can just bust out your phone, record really quick videos like Gary Vee or Tai Lopez does. It's very effective. People can more so relate to that, and it'll do well. It's also cheaper than getting a studio as well. And last but not least, you need to learn how to do research. Not just research for a content piece. I'm talking about research to figure out what is your competitors doing? What are they not doing? How can you end up doing better, right? That will give you an idea of, hey, this is what my competitors are doing. This is what's working for them. This is what's not. This is how I need to adjust my strategy. And I love looking at podcasts like Nathan Latka or Growth Everywhere. These are places where my competitors are spilling their beans and I can do research to get the best advice. So then that way, hey, I know this is working for them. This is what I should test out first. It doesn't mean it'll work for you, but the research will give you an edge over your competition because you're not starting from the ground up. And I also love research because it shows me what's working in other similar industries and then I can test it out on my site versus starting from scratch as well. Now, if you need help growing, you can always check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital, or if you just have a question, leave it below. I'll do my best to answer it and help you out. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, tell other people about it, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.